consistency. Yeah, that's the master key. In my mind's I see, unlocks my legacy.
Hey there, Scorpios. Welcome back to Prana. Thank you so much for tuning in for your edition of your end of April, going into May energies. I hope you have been well. Now, today we're going to, go into what I experienced as I was meditating on your energy, and then we're going to move into some oracle card messages written by yours truly, and then we're going to confirm these messages and get more detail with the tarot. So before we get into our reading, just want to let you know, in case you're new to these type of readings, there's a small tutorial video that I've done. I'll link it down below for those of you who are new to energy readings. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into prayer, so that we can acknowledge the very energy that has brought us into existence. Sorry. Divine Creator, we come before you this day with thanksgiving in our hearts. I humbly ask that you may enable me to channel the messages that you intend to communicate to the collective of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. May I be able to channel messages of love, light, healing, blessing, and for their highest good and abundance, as well as their ascension and awakening. I humbly ask for the presence of my spirit guides and ancestors of the highest light, as well as those of the Scorpio collective. I humbly ask as well for the presence of the the six archangels, Uriel, Metatron, Sandalphon, Gabriel, Raphael, and Archangel Michael. Thanking you. Alright, Scorpio. So, as I was getting into your energy, I saw the image of the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups in my deck specifically, it might come out, but in my deck is the image of a woman who has, a lot of battle scars. She is immersed in a pool of her own emotions, her tears. She's immersed in her feelingness. And in that immersion, she's not drowning, she's just above the water, but she's wading through the water. Um, and what I got from that was, right now, a lot of Scorpios are, going through the emotional depths, like a lot of the rest of the water signs. But in that emotional depth, especially because right now, I think, yes, Pluto is retrograde in Capricorn, and as you know, Pluto is your home planet. I mean, it's the planet that, is the ruler of Scorpio, to be more precise. Um, and as I say that, the death card comes out. Also, some of you might want to watch the Libra and Aquarius reading. I think some of you have that in your chart, or you may be dealing with people with that energy right now. So as I was saying, with Pluto in Capricorn, it's really pushing us to transform our beliefs in terms of what we feel, our beliefs in terms of what we feel really needs to be, um, challenging us to really go into the depths of our psyches and our minds, and really find out what are our impressions, what do we impress on ourselves. And when I say impress, you can put it into like, you know the way you write I'm, like I apostrophe M press. What are you, okay, let me try and phrase this differently. What are you impressing on your psyche based off of your emotions? So are you in control of your emotions like that woman who is wading through the water, or are you slowly letting your emotions envelope and drown you? You know what I mean? Because what you impress, you express. That's why I was telling you to check out the Aquarius and Libra reading, because we talked a lot about that kind of same energy. I didn't use the same words, but it's all about, what are we choosing to believe? What are we choosing to focus our thoughts on? Because our thoughts create our reality. And with, the death card being the major arcana for Scorpio, and, with this Pluto retrograde, and the full moon in Scorpio coming up, I think it's May 6th, 7th, there's a lot of, pent up energy that is coming up to the surface in terms of what are we, what's time to, what, I feel, I don't know why I'm feeling like it's difficult to bring it out, but what is needed to be done away with? Yes, finally, what do we need to do away with? And with that, let's get into your oracle card messages. Just reflect on that. Wow. So unconditional love, it's come out again. Unconditional love. Now, with this coming out, I feel the energy of, God, the I am presence, the universe. That's why I was talking about impressions and emotions. So, with God being unconditional love, and, with God also identifying as the I am present, and when you identify yourself, you say I am so and so. The way I say I am Hailey, you are so and so. So because you are so and so, are you allocating to yourself the love that you know that you deserve? Are you being true to your true nature, which is unconditional love? And I feel like you're really going through these thought processes and emotional, motions. Ooh, we have backstabber. Exactly. Emotional situations, energy in motion. We have this energy in motion going on in our psyches, because are we really having our best interests at heart? Are you really putting yourself first in quotes to say, um, are you really embodying the divine feminine, energy within you? And I feel like with this card coming out, and what I was talking about with the whole full moon in Scorpio energy, for those of you who are new to astrology and these kind of mystical planes, the moon in tarot, as well as astrology, as well as in spirituality, is associated with the feminine energy, as the sun is associated with the masculine energy. Now, when you see divine feminine, please note that this is not me talking about a woman in particular. We are all masculine and feminine energy. Why I say that and what proves this is that, we all started out as a sperm. That's masculine energy. And then the sperm had to fertilize the egg, and that is our feminine energy. And by those two energies coming together, then we became what we are. Now, with this card coming out, I am feeling, especially for you Scorpios, you're really having to explore and heal your divine feminine. See the ways in which you have backstabbed or betrayed your divine feminine. This is bringing a lot of like mother energy within me. Trying to find ways in which we can unconditionally love ourselves, you know, because maybe for the group that I'm reading, there was a lot of wounding, especially on the side of your mother, or the way you grew up, or if you were not raised by your mother, by your father. This is a generational thing. Like your father's mother, for example, um, probably had some traumatic generational situations in which your father was not able to embrace the divine feminine aspect of him, and therefore it passed on to you. So with the divine feminine coming in, feminine energy in short is just about creativity, it's about nurturing, it's about really tuning into your feelings, being intuitive, not being scared of your feelings. As I told you, the Queen of Cups came up, and that energy in my deck is a woman, just like walking comfortably in her emotions, feeling comfortable with who and what she is. So coming back to what I was saying about impressions, impressions are kind of like a tape, you know. Your mind, think of your mind as like a tape. And, you have four aspects of your body. You have your physical body, your emotional body, your spirit body, and your intellectual body, your mind. So you see, why I was saying you should watch the Aquarius and Libra video is because in that video I talked to them about the, Yod Hey Vow Hey kind of thought process where I am, desire, feeling, and manifestation. So with your impressions and your mind being like a tape, what you feel, what you think about, then moves into energy in motion. It creates energy in motion, which is your emotions, and that energy in motion then impresses, like a tape. Play-doh is a better illustration, like Play-Doh, because you see how you mold the Play-Doh. If you mold it in a way where it's with force and not any type of care or nurturing, then you're not going to form anything beautiful. But if you mold the clay, the Play-Doh, into a way that is loving and nurturing, then you bring out, what you intended to in the beginning. I hope I'm making sense. Yeah. Alright, so let's get some tarot cards to just, clarify. Okay, let's see. So for unconditional love, we have the Judgment card. Ooh, so Judgment. For me, this is the Divine Intervention card. So I feel like a lot of you are really going through an awakening process right now. You're going through a shake-up, especially with what's happening in the heavens right now. Pluto, man. Pluto energy is all about, what I was telling you, peeling back the layers of of the illusions that we give ourselves, And with Judgment coming through, this is Archangel Michael energy coming through as well. We're really called to evaluate our self-worth, Are we really aware of who we are? Are we really aware of the unconditional love that is our true nature? Are we aware of our I amness? Are we? And it's really crazy because the past few readings that I've done, with Leo as well, with their pre-meditation visual that I got, it was about circumcision, and that's about peeling back the layers to get to, the rawness, the nitty-gritty, like what really is behind the mask. Our body is just a casing for what is within. What is within is unconditional love. So you're really coming to a place where, you're able to evaluate self and really tune into your intuition, and find out what is it that's behind all these layers? What is this emotion swirling around? You're really coming into a place of realizing that your emotions don't control you. I think I told Gemini this although I told them not emotions, I said your thoughts don't control you. So for you being a water sign, you are more emotionally prone and more emotionally intelligent. And so that tends to come out, you know. So let's check out what else we have for unconditional love. So we have the Fool card in reverse. So the Fool card in reverse means, the unwillingness to take a risk, the kind of feeling a sort of fear. Now, you see, fear is the opposite of love. Fear is false evidence appearing real, you know. Um, and with it coming after this judgment card, I feel like Archangel Michael and your spirit guides, your intuition are really trying to make you examine the truth behind the fear, you know. Um, there's this saying that it is not, what does that saying say? Yes, our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate, but that we are greater beyond our greatest imagination. So I think you realize who you are and what you are, and it kind of scares you, like you're coming into a type of realization and it's scary and you just want to stay where it's safe. But Scorpio, you, out of all of the signs, you like exploring the unknown. You like to explore the dark recesses of your mind. So I urge you, Spirit urges you, your guides urge you to follow that happiness, to really explore the unknown, you know, the unknown recesses of your mind. And as I said, that the Ace of Cups in reverse came up. So, I mean, when it's tied to unconditional love, the Ace of Cups in the upright is unconditional love. So with it coming out this way, it means that you are not taking a risk because you're scared of the depths of what you're going to find. You are nervous about what you're going to find, or you're probably still stuck in this paradigm of what I was saying earlier with the whole divine feminine and moon energies, that you probably are still not able to identify what love means to you, what true love means to you, and you're scared of kind of jumping off that cliff and discovering what it is. If it comes to relationships in our everyday life, this is probably a message about, your intuition, and your guides are telling you that, there is an opportunity for you to find new love, but you are in this energy of fear. You're like, I'd rather stay where it's safe. I mean, I've been burned before. I'm not trying to do this again. But more so for the Scorpio collective, I feel like it's what I said earlier. But there are different groups of Scorpios. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, let's take a look at Backstabber. So we have the Knight of Cups in the upright. So Knight of Cups is an emotional offer. It is an offer of love. It is an offer of, harmony, working together. So you might be dealing with a friend or a love type of energy. So what I was talking, I think this is, for me right now, what is tying in is that, here we are. Here is the Ace of Cups, okay? It was in the reverse. This is somebody who's really contemplating offering love. So this might be you. You may have come into contact with the romantic partner that you seek or have been seeking. But you feel like because you have encountered backstabbers in the past before, you are not willing to readily give this cup of love. This can even be with friends. It can even be with a business partner, maybe because you've been burned in the past in business. Take it where it applies. You're not as readily willing to give your cup of love, but you are thinking about it. you are thinking about it. And I think it's because your intuition and your guides have come through and really told you, think about it again. This is a different situation, you know. Okay, let's see what we have for the. Alright, yeah, so we have the Three of Cups in reverse, exactly. So possibly because, for me right now, what this is like lack of being able to celebrate, lack of being able to be in your happiness, herd mentality, conformity. So you're probably feeling like, maybe if it's with your circle of friends, maybe you found a new friend who is teaching you new ways to love yourself, or a new love interest, or a new business partner who is opening you up to new horizons. But because of your situations in the past, which have hurt you. Maybe before you used to um, not have your own opinions, before you used to just follow the crowd, and you really felt hurt by it. And it's followed by the devil in reverse. So this is you breaking free. This is you restoring control. This is you um, choosing to not be bogged down. This is someone who's coming out of addictions of any sort. Um, this is somebody who is choosing to overcome the so-called proverbial demons in their mind, the dark recesses of their mind. Wow, Scorpio, this is deep. Let's check out the divine feminine. Alright, as I said, the moon energy, you can see this man is looking towards the moon, really choosing to heal the divine feminine energy, choosing to move away. Cups is all about emotions. This is choosing to move away from what doesn't make you happy and walking towards your wish fulfillment, walking towards what you know is going to fulfill your desires, what you know is going to, bring you that to that state that you really want to be at. Okay, following that we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. For me, wands as a reader represents the self. It represents passion. It represents desire. And as I was talking about the whole Yod He Vau He complex, you know, this is you discovering who you are, but not showing it to the world, because you are still healing your divine feminine energy. You are still moving what you need to move and shake in your life, so that now this can become a physical manifestation in the 3D, so that now you can have continuity in your life, so that now you can bring out, as I told you, divine feminine energy is about creation, about that creative energy, so that now when it is combined with your masculine energy, you can bring it out, you can build it. And the final card we have is the Two of Wands in reverse. Again, if you notice, the moon is right here and the earth is right here. So this is, again, in regards to yourself. Either you feel like you have not made the right decisions in the past based off of this healing that you need to do. You're realizing you need to take a step back, regroup, replan, come into clarity of what you really want, of the self that you really want to manifest, of the desires and the passions that you have and want to bring to the world. I also get the energy of really, being in a meditative kind of state where you are able to separate yourself from the noise of everyday life, to create what to create in full is what I am hearing. To create in full and to unite your feminine and masculine aspects to become your one, you know, to become unity, to become unconditional love, which is God, which is I am, which is self, true identity of a self. Wow, Scorpio, I wish you all the best as you continue discovering who you truly are. I think this is such a wonderful time to be alive because from the readings that I've been doing, a lot of, if not all of the zodiac signs are really going through a transition and re-evaluation kind of process. And I really send you all the best of my blessings and love and light. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can do so with the link below, and you can also follow me on social media. I send you all of the love and all of the light. Bye.
Consistency, yeah, that's the master key. In my mind's I see, unlocks my legacy.